My name is Debbie Gartner, and I'm known as the Flooring Girl. You can find me at theflooringgirl.com. Today I'm going to answer the question about oil versus water-based polyurethane and which is better for sanding and refinishing hardwood. I'm going to do this in two parts. First, to discuss oil-based, and second, water-based. There are definitely some disagreements in this area, but I do think that if you look hard enough, you'll find that most professionals agree. I'm going to attempt to give you the pros and cons of each of these, as well as the circumstances in when I would use one over the other, as well as my personal preference and opinion. Okay, so we offer both oil and waterborne polyurethane, but we strongly recommend oil-based for most circumstances. The reason being is first, it looks better. Secondly, it lasts longer. And third, it costs less. So it seems like a no-brainer, right? Well, of course not. Nothing is ever that simple. I will give you some circumstances where water-based may be a better way to go, even though I am a strong proponent of oil-based. First, let's talk about the look. Most customers prefer the look of oil-based poly. Oil-based poly has a deeper and richer look. It's more what you're accustomed to seeing on hardwood floors. And certainly if you are doing part of your floors, most likely you have oil-based, and the only way to match what you have is to do oil-based. The waterborne will give you a different look. Water-based poly comes out lighter and has a duller finish. These two pictures here are meant to help illustrate a point, but you will need to use your imagination. The first one on the upper right shows the water-based on the left, that's showing it on maple floors, and maple is lighter than oak. And on the right, you can see the oil-based on oak floors, which are darker. So this exaggerates the color difference. In the picture below, this is from one of my customers' houses after the floors have aged for a while, showing part of it water and part of it oil. However, in real life, the difference between these two in color looks stronger than what you see in the picture. So most people do prefer the look of the oil-based, but not all. If you're looking to do dark floors and very dark floors, you will get a darker look with the oil-based poly. Secondly, oil-based poly lasts longer. There's just no question about it. While it does take longer for the floors to dry with oil-based poly, a few more days, to me that is generally worth it to add on a few more years at the back end. Sanding and refinishing is rather inconvenient, and you need to be out of the house in most circumstances to do this. So to me, it's worth it to have a few more days to do the project to add on some more time at the end of it. These are some generalizations because everyone's floors are different based on their wear and tear, but most of my customers who have water-based probably need to refinish every 5 to 6 years. With oil-based, that looks more like 7 to 10 years. I've also had many customers who have done water-based and would never repeat that process again because it just does not last as long. This is a really important consideration if you have dogs, if these are heavy traffic areas such as the kitchen or the entryway, as well as darker colors, which tend to show the scratches sooner. Third, oil-based poly usually costs less. There are some exceptions because there are some places out there that use a very cheap water-based poly. It is inferior, but in general, the oil-based will cost you less. What are the disadvantages? The biggest one is that it takes longer to do this work. The second one is that it smells more, but generally this work is done while you are outside of the home, and both water and oil both smell. And the third is that this is really not right for all circumstances. If you have maple, hardwood, or if you're going for a whitewash or gray wash floors, you really want to do the water base. It just will not look right with the oil base. More for that in my next video. If you do live in the Westchester area, feel free to give us a call, 914-937-2950. Thank you.